You owe me a kiss. Stephen sent this to his mistress, minutes after strangling Tara. That night, he slept in their bed, while his wife's body was in the trunk, 20 feet away. In the morning, he took his kids to school as usual, then appeared crying in front of the cameras. My children need their mother. This is Stephen Grant, the man who killed Tara and deceived everyone. Tara was the perfect wife, a successful mother, and an outstanding employee. But her success? It was killing her husband from the inside. Every promotion she got was a blow to Stephen's pride. And when she became a manager, while he was still working in his father's shop, something started to crack. They had 2 children. Tara returned to work quickly. Stephen stayed home, raising the 2 kids, cooking, cleaning. Every day he felt like he was less. Then came the big promotion, branch manager in Puerto Rico. The problem? Constant weekly travel? Stephen became responsible for everything, alone. The pressure escalated, so he suggested hiring a nanny. He chose a German girl, 19 years old, Verena. Tara barely saw her on weekends. But Stephen? He spent the rest of the days with her. All the days. Tara tried to compensate. Messages to the kids, vacations with them. But the distance between the spouses? It kept getting wider and wider. February 2007. Tara decided to take a short trip with Stephen, his birthday gift. One last attempt to fix what was broken. But what happened on that trip was the complete opposite. February 14th. Stephen walks into the police station to report his wife missing. He said he last saw her on Friday evening, February 9th. She called from the airport. Her flight was delayed, and she would return to Puerto Rico on Sunday. A fight broke out between them that lasted 20 minutes. Then she left the house, got into a dark car, and never came back. But the police began examining his story. The phone? Off since that night. Cars in the neighborhood? No one saw anything. Her family didn't know her whereabouts and thought she needed time to calm down. 5 days passed without a trace. Then he filed an official report. The police suspected him from the first moment. They offered him a lie detector test. He refused. They began investigating Tara's bank transactions and phone. The last activity was on February 9th when paying airport fees. After that, complete silence. No calls, no transactions, nothing. The police dug deeper. Tara didn't travel and wasn't registered at any hotel. Her manager confirmed she wasn't scheduled to return before Monday. A taxi to the house that night? There was no evidence of that. All the evidence led to one conclusion. Tara didn't leave the house, as Stephen said, but disappeared after arriving at it. Her sister told the police she spoke with her on February 9th, and that she was planning to return on Monday, not Sunday, as Stephen claimed. His story began to fall apart. But without direct evidence, he couldn't be charged. The police launched a public appeal for help. Stephen appeared at a press conference with the investigators, then held other conferences alone. He said he was searching for his wife for the sake of his 2 children, 6 and 4 years old. He seemed affected in front of the cameras, but he was changing his story every time, trying to justify himself and presenting Tara as a neglectful wife. He told the press, "I was a better mother than Tara. She was always absent." Her family completely denied that. Something was wrong, and the police knew it. The investigators noticed something strange. After every visit to the police station, Stephen would buy local newspapers to see what was published about the case, a behavior that raised suspicion, until the first real lead appeared after 2 weeks. A woman who had an old relationship with him said he had recently contacted her trying to arrange a meeting. And when she reminded him of his marriage, he answered sarcastically, "Marriage is like speed limits. Sometimes you have to break them." He claimed his wife was cheating on him with her manager, but the investigations completely denied that. And from here, Suspicions increased, especially after it was revealed he was living with the German nanny, Verena. Days after Tara's disappearance, Verena left for Germany. Before her travel, the police questioned her. She denied having a relationship, but she said something important. Stephen seemed disturbed the night of his wife's disappearance. He claimed that Tara left in a taxi, even though she always drove herself. February 28th. A woman walking in a park near their home saw a bag inside a tree trunk. In it were rubber gloves, contaminated with blood. The evidence was sent to the lab. The blood was human. With it was dog hair and metal filings matching those in Stephen's father's shop, March 2nd. The police obtained permission to search the house and the shop. Stephen was under surveillance. When he returned home, he seemed tense. He only asked, "Can I take the dog for a walk?" Then he left. During the search, one of the officers noticed a new plastic container in the garage. It hadn't been there before. He opened it and found a black bag inside containing soft material. He opened the cover. A dismembered torso wearing Tara's own clothes. It was confirmed. The body was Tara Grant's. But Stephen had disappeared an hour and a half before finding her. Enough time to escape. A wide chase began. In his father's shop, investigators noticed something strange. The place was completely dirty, except for one clean spot near the cutting machine. The floor was covered with metal filings similar to those found with the body. Here it became clear that the crime occurred there, and that Stephen had dismembered the body before moving it. The police returned to search the park using dogs, and found most of the body parts. The autopsy confirmed that Tara was killed by strangulation. The hyoid bone was broken. The next day, the police officially announced, "Stephen Grant is wanted on charges of murdering his wife." During the following hours, reports came in about calls he made during his escape. He was communicating with his lawyer, who confirmed that his mental state was collapsed, and that he might hurt himself. He called his sister and left the dog with her. He said he would go to a park he used to visit with Tara. From Germany, the nanny Verena contacted the investigators. She said she spoke with him during his chase, and he confessed to her about killing his wife. He said they fought. He pushed her and she fell, and her head hit and she died. Confirming that the incident was not intentional, the police located him through the landline phone. He was indeed in the park his sister had mentioned. When he was found, he was half naked in the freezing cold, delirious, and talking to the trees. In the hospital, he confessed to everything. He strangled her to death because she threatened him with divorce and taking the children. Minutes after killing her, he sent to the nanny, "You owe me a kiss." February 2008. The sentence was issued, 50 to 80 years for second-degree murder. The judge described his actions as demonic, deceitful, and savage. But Stephen showed no emotion during the sessions. He seemed as if it didn't concern him. 6 months after the crime, Stephen's father ended his life. He couldn't bear what his son had done. As for Lindsay and Ian, Tara's children, her sister adopted them. They lost a mother who loved them, and a father who destroyed their lives. This was the story of Tara Grant, a woman who succeeded in everything, except in choosing who to trust. Stephen didn't kill her because she neglected him. He killed her because she surpassed him, because her success reminded him of his failure every day. And the worst part? He lived 2 full weeks, playing the role of the broken husband in front of the cameras, while her dismembered body was in his garage. The question that haunts everyone: if that woman hadn't found the gloves in the park, would he have been caught? As for Lindsay and Ian, Tara's children, they are now in their 30s, living their lives, but without a mother who sacrificed everything for them. Before you leave, if you were in Tara's place and started feeling that your life partner was jealous of your success, would you ignore the signs? Or would you make a decision? Write your opinion in the comments.